Good afternoon and happy football season. Carencro High School would like to congratulate the Kiwanis Club Queen, Miss Naya, and we hope you have a wonderful experience. It certainly does feel different without Dr. Bob Lejeune here, and we can honor his great passion and spirit every year with this Crying Towel Luncheon. He was a great man, and it was an honor to know him. I'd like to thank our principal, Mrs. Vanessa Knott, for allowing me to be here today, and it's pretty awesome that she's here in attendance. I'd also like to thank our head coach, Tony Courville, for sending me here for the third year in a row. So this is his 7th season as head coach, and he has never had the courage to get up and speak to you all. All right. But at his current age and physical ability, you are all being saved, because by the time he would get up to the podium, it would have been the 2024 Crying Towel Luncheon, and we all got stuff to do. All right. So my first complaint for you all is that Carencro, we have to compete in the 10th toughest bracket, playoff bracket, according to the national high school publisher Max Preps. We're in this bracket because we have been deemed a select school. And I tell you what, this really blew the mind of all the people in our community. One of our players' grandfathers came up to me when we got the news, and he just couldn't understand. He said, "Coach, how are we a select school, man? We're not a private school." And I tried to explain to him and said, "Man, we're a select school because we have the academy." And he took a step back and kind of shook his head and looked at me kind of funny. And he said, "Coach, the academy, that's on Louisiana Avenue. That's in Northside Zone." He said, "What they got to do with us?" Secondly, it is great to see KATC in the house today. I'm not sure if any of you guys noticed, but Carencro football did not have a prospect featured in the Super 16 series this year. Typically we have pretty good players at Carencro, so we were a tad offended. But I can't fault KATC for this. According to them, the kid that they wanted to feature had 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns. He made first-team All-District and first-team All-Metro last season, but he did keep the tradition of transferring to our biggest rival for his senior season alive. Bad news for him, he made it to Scott, and he was the exit 4th string, so he retired from football. I'm personally a big LSU fan, and as a staff, we made the decision to copy Coach Kelly's injury reporting policy. So after discussion with our team doctors and Coach Lane Landry, our athletic trainer, moving forward, we're going to give our fans a weekly update on the status of our injured players. So while we are here, I'll give our Notre Dame Jamboree injury update. So we have an offensive lineman with a smashed ring finger. He dropped a barbell from his back on a squat, but he's a full go. He'll play on Thursday. We have a defensive lineman / Cracker Barrel employee. He's going to be out from dropping a frozen turkey on his big toe. Got a broken toe, he's out. We have another defensive lineman with a potential upper leg injury from what he believes was a spider bite. After Coach Landry looked at him, it turns out it was just an ingrown hair, so he'll be a full go. We have a defensive back with a lower leg injury sustained from a dog bite. He'll be doubtful for Thursday's game. And then we have another defensive back with a lower leg injury. He dropped a barbecue pit on his leg, and he's questionable. So, in our Acadiana area, guys, we have great players, and we have outstanding coaches. I just want to thank everybody for having this jamboree every year. It is the best in the state. So let's have a great year. Thank you.